Hey, Shalom, Call Halal, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Rachadash, the ones of the apostles of great millstone, and Shalom, two brothers in the highways and byways, doing the work sincerely and faithfully, and continually fighting that good fight of faith. Lord willing, we're finding that number to be delivered. All right. I think I'm going to call this one Red Alert. Red Alert. All right. And this is primarily to the New Yorkers out there and the brothers out there in New York. Okay. Excuse me. This is dated November 22nd, 2023. But as I was going through this, there's updated information as far back as yesterday, December 4th. All right. So it says, this is Medium. It says, New York Appellate Division ruling sparks concerns over government powers in public health. Now let's get into this quick article, 2-minute read. It says, in a recent and landmark decision, the New York Appellate Division has ruled in favor of Governor Kathy Hochul, granting the state board powers under Rule 2.13, known as isolation and quarantine procedures. This ruling has ignited a contentious debate about the balance between public health measures and individual liberties, raising concern about the government overreach. All right, now I believe this is the governor. Now take a good look at this woman. If this doesn't read, her face doesn't read sinister, I don't know what does. All right, so be prepared. We're coming down the stretch now. Be prepared for what's about to go down. Now, this may be here in New York, over there in New York right now, but you know how it goes. It just starts to germinate, if you will. The next thing you know, 2 and 3, Connecticut's gonna pick it up, the Massachusetts will pick it up, and so on and so forth. All right, but look at that woman right there, man. That's truly a face you can trust. All right, it says government overreach in Rule 2.13. Under Rule 2.13, the state of New York now has the authority to enter homes and forcibly take individuals away for quarantine without providing any prior notice. The rule applies to any virus or infection that the government deems necessary, leaving citizens with no immediate resource or option to challenge the decision. All right. So again, we're watching and reading about things unfolding as the scripture says. The scriptures speak about them coming in like a flood. You have no more rights. You have no more liberties. And I'm going to say this. Stay out of them hospitals, man. Because if this is already on the books, these hospitals can do whatever the fuck they want to do. All right? They have a license. They're going to have the license to go ahead and do whatever they want to do to you in that hospital. Inject you with some shit. And the next thing you know, you ain't leaving there. All right? So be careful, brothers. Be careful. And all y'all who listen and believe, be very careful. All right? These are some serious times that we're coming in. So let me continue on. I'll start back up at where it says the rule applies to any virus or infection that the government deems necessary, leaving citizens with no immediate resource or option to challenge the decision. What is particularly disconcerting is the absence of an age limit, allowing authorities to apply these measures to individuals of any age. All right. So in other words, what they're telling you is you got kids, 4, 5, 3, 2, whatever the age may be, they're going to come and rip them out your hands, man. Then what you going to do? See, we've been telling you, and the scriptures have been saying, the enemy is going to come in like a flood. All right. And they're about to do just that. And you damn well best believe the first targets, the first public enemy number 1 is Jake. Okay. You know those projects over there? All them project housing buildings over there? That's exactly why they're called the project. Okay? Continuing on. Absence of due process. One of the most controversial aspects of Rule 2.13 is the absence of due process. Individuals subjected to quarantine under this rule will have no opportunity to fight the decision in court, receive a court date, or present their case before a judicial authority. This lack of judicial oversight raises significant questions about the protection of individual rights and legal resource. It says indeterminate detention period. All right. So they're laying it all out, man. They're explaining everything that's going to happen, everything they're going to do. Indeterminate detention period. So in other words, you might get hemmed up in these detention centers and never leave out that bitch, man. It says, furthermore, the ruling grants the state the authority to detain individuals for as long as they deem necessary. This indefinite detention period without specific limits raises concern about the potential for prolonged and arbitrary confinement. Going into these, listen, it's about to get real, man. It's about to get hot out here. We've been saying it and staying it. You know, the scripts are speaking about the sown places where America's about to become unsown. All right, continue on. Excuse me, we got a little hoarse throat here. It says treatment without constraints. Rule 2.13 not only allows for the forcible removal and detention of individuals, but it also grants the state the power to treat them as authorities see fit. Treat them with what? It says this includes the utilization of methods that are still in testing, a provision that has sparked fears about the potential use of unproven or experimental treatments without the consent of those affected. Public reaction in civil liberties. It says the ruling has triggered widespread concerns and debate with civil liberty advocates expressing alarm over the erosion of individual rights in the name of public health. Critics argue that the expansive powers granted by Rule 2.13 infringes upon fundamental freedoms and creates a concerning precedent for potential abuse of authority. You guys, man, this shit is about to go down. Conclusion. The New York Appellate Division ruling in favor of Governor Kathy Hochul has ignited a heated discourse about the balance between public health and individual liberties. As the state gains unprecedented powers to enforce isolation and quarantine without due process, the decision raises critical questions about the extent of government authorities in the protection of civil liberties in times of crisis. The development calls for careful consideration of the delicate equilibrium between public safety and individual rights. All right, so you brothers out there in New York, I'm sure you can fact check this as well, but it appears to be true because there's a lot of posts, if you will, a lot of articles concerning this whole isolation and quarantining. All right. And you gotta love this woman here. Again, that's a face that you can trust right there. This woman's gonna put a lot of people to death, man. All right. And the gates of hell and their foundation. And they've been telling you, they've been saying it all along that there's gonna be something bigger. Oh damn. There's gonna be something bigger and something the spam calls coming in all the damn time. There's gonna be something bigger and something badder coming down the pipe. All right, so let's check something else. Let's get a couple scriptures. This is Revelation 12:12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have a short time. All right. So think about it. These scriptures are speaking loud and clear now. All right. When they're telling you they're gonna come into your home, they're gonna take you against your will. They're gonna stick all kinds of different drugs in you that may not even be approved, that may not even be drugs. Who knows, man? They're gonna come in there, they're gonna take your children. Shit, you might not even be sick. Your child could be sick and whisk your damn child off somewhere. All right? This is what they're telling you they're going to do. And you damn well best believe they're going to do it. They're going to follow through, man. Because we're at that time, the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay? It's happening. It's starting. Right? From there, we'll go 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. And who's the first one on his list that he wants to devour? The children of Israel. Hands down, man. All right? So as I always say, the rubber's about to meet the road. And all you non-believers and all you bullshitters, you fake the funkers, it's over, man. It's over. And this is the time you better pray without ceasing that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has you covered, man. All right? And be very mindful. Be very mindful of these hospitals, these clinics, of these places where you walk in these doors, they'll trap your ass up in there, man. You going feeling, maybe got a sore throat or a little cough or something. Next thing you know, your fucking legs are swollen. Your eyes stop bleeding because they done put some shit in you that they've been authorized to do. Don't take this shit lightly, man. Do not take this shit lightly. Right? Keep yourself, keep your kids out of them goddamn hospitals. There's plenty of information out there that you can use to sustain yourself, health wise. Can't do it, man. You can't do it no more. You can't go up in these places and think they're gonna do something for you. Think they're gonna help you. 2nd Ezra 16:40. It says, O my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. And like I said, New York, the state of New York is pretty much rolling it out right now. But as we know how Esau does it, one state rolls it, the other state adopts it, and another state adopts it, then it's going to be right across the country. Okay? Wickedness is at an all-time high right now in Babylon the Great. And these devils have been sharpening their horns and sharpening their fangs to get a hold of you and to do whatever they want with you. All right? The time of having some type of protection, some worldly protection, is just about over. And these evils, man, they're coming fast, and they're gonna be hard. They're gonna be difficult. It's gonna be some difficult times, man. You're not gonna see much more of these videos, and you're gonna see much more videos and teachings on the streets no more. The Lord is about to sew it up, man. The Lord's about to sew this whole thing up. All right, let's go from there. Let's go. Damn, let me get my glasses. This is Isaiah 13. Glasses on Isaiah 13 and 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. All right. And this goes right along with what this whole quarantine thing is, you know, because what Esau does, man, Esau, he's really a true devil. Because just like back in the times when they invaded, Gad and all the tribes back then, what they would do, they go into the reservation, wherever it was, rape the women, kill the children, and so on and so forth. Esau's going to do the very same thing. You think he's going to go in there and just, take people out? Esau's a savage, man. He is a savage. Okay? So these things that are going to be coming upon the earth are going to be some real troublesome times for you people, man. Okay? Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Isn't that what we're talking about? Esau going about ripping people out of their homes, ripping their children from their homes, putting them into quarantine or isolation camps or concentration camps, whatever they see fit, man. Right? That's the sentiment of what is about to come. All right? It says that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, but be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. All right? And to the hope for the elect, this is what we hope and pray. That the Lord gives us the spirit of courage to be faithful unto death. And if the Lord will see fit, he'll give us that crown of life. But all in all, we're going to be subjected to, the clutches of our enemies. All right? So that being said, going back, all in all, this whole isolation quarantine procedure, this thing is real. All right? And the thing that's going to come before that is something I believe that this that Esau is going to put out there in the world, right? So again, this wasn't a very long one, but it's a very informational one. And Lord willing, you brothers, who are out there in those areas and throughout the four corners, hold fast, pray that Yahweh Shem Yahushai covers and protects you, and you and your household. And may the Lord, continue to, speed this thing up and heat it up, that we may get the hell out of here. So with that, I'm going to say all praise due to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Stay on the ready, keep your head on that swivel, and always be circumspect. Shalom.